Morning VC, it's Steve Whitty here, making a quick video, and this video is to sort of like continue a new thread that was set up by Ross Goodall, and he's put a video up sort of calling it Streak of Three, where a band has put together 3 consecutive albums of very high quality stuff, but then after that the quality seemed to dip, and Ross put together some very good examples. As I said, this is going to be quick because I'm going to show the one because I don't really want to hog it. I want to see this thread sort of continue with other people contributing to their own ideas. So, without further ado, the band I've chosen is 10cc, and where I've started off with their debut album, which was released in 1973 on UK Records. You've got an endorsement from John Peel at the back. I'd love to hear his 10cc album. You've got here on the album the 3 singles: Rubber Bullets, Donna, and Dean and I. You've got Johnny Don't Do It, which was a sort of like a failed single. It was released after Donna. Speak, Sand in My Face, Speed Kills, Ships Don't Disappear, Do They? The Hospital Song, Fresh Air for My Mama, and Headline Hustler. That's what the band looked like. Rick, based at Strawberry Studios in Stockport, it was sort of great. Eric Stewart's studio he'd set up after leaving the Mindbenders with the money he'd got put together. Yeah, 10cc sort of came together as sort of like the house band. They played on various hits. They were all experienced musicians. As I said, Eric Stewart being in the Mindbenders, Graham Gouldman had success as a songwriter. For Your Love, Bus Stop, Look for Any Window, examples of his songs. He even spent time in America songwriting. Lol Cream and Kevin Godley have been in various bands and teamed up with Eric Stewart in 1970 just to test the equipment out and recorded Neanderthal Man under the guise of Hot Legs. So it was Neil Sedaka who said, well, why don't you guys form a band? Neil Sedaka had recorded an album in the UK, sort of like starting his comeback, and he noticed how tight as a unit they were, and he says, why don't you form a band? And hence where 10cc came from. So that was the debut album. The second album was Sheet Music. Again, this was initially released on UK Music. This is a reissue I've got. That's on the Mercury label. And it sort of extended their run. Very experimental. You've got the singles on here: Wall Street Shuffle, Silly Love. But then you've got other more experimental tracks: The Worst Band in the World, Hotel, Old Wild Men, Clockwork Creep, Somewhere in Hollywood, Barraman Samandi, The Sacroiliac, and OFND. And what was great about the band was that there was distinctly 2 halves: Eric Stewart, Graham Gouldman, and Kevin Godley and Lol Cream. Godley and Cream were the more experimental, but they also what's the word I'm looking for? They blended together. They could swap. They would swap and write with others. So Lol Cream and Eric Stewart would write together. Graham Gouldman would write with Lol Cream. There's a track with Eric Stewart's written with Kevin Godley. So they could mix each other and feed each other. This album was released in 1974. And then the third album in the streak, which many people feel is their masterpiece, and now James Griffiths has done a video about it. I feel it's by far their best. This is the original soundtrack, which came out in 1975. We've got here, the hit singles off here were I'm Not in Love. It's just a classic song, and if you've never seen the documentary on 10cc that was BBC put out, I believe it might be on YouTube, it might have been taken down, but it's worth checking out how they put that song together. Absolutely amazing. And then Life is a Minestrone. But then you've got Unite et Paris, which is 3-part song about night in Paris. It's really a great song put together. Blackmail, Second City for the Last Supper, Brand New Day, Flying Junk, and The Film of My Love. It is a great album. It is by far their masterpiece, and this lineup of 10cc reached their peak with that album. So by come 1976, they released How Dare You, and How Dare You, in comparison, didn't take the band any further. It just didn't go any further than what I think they'd hoped, and subsequently, sort of splits appeared. Godley Cream wanted to be more experimental. I think Eric Stewart and Graham Gouldman were comfortable in the path that they were going, and while How Dare You is a good album, it's not a patch on the first 3 albums. So that's where the streak ended. And then after How Dare You, Godley and Cream left 10cc. Stewart and Goldman carried on with various degrees of success, but it was never quite the same again. So that was my streak of 3. So I hope you enjoyed it. I support Ross on this one because I think it's a very novel idea he's come up with for Fred, and I think it's worth pursuing more of you guys pursuing it. If you liked what you've seen, thumbs up, thumbs down. Feel free to comment. If you liked what you've seen, you haven't subscribed to me yet. I'm currently on 89 subscribers, so click the subscribe button. So until the next video, VC, take care.